Hi everyone. Just briefly wanted to drop in and say hello and also invite everybody into the awareness that October is a month of activate inside of the inner journey. And for those of you that don't know what that means, we are essentially month by month as the year turns, stepping into these different aspects of ourselves and exploring what they mean. And activate is it's the permission we give ourselves to say yes to everything that is rising in our hearts and our bodies. And so there's a lot of action happening this month. And we're trying some glorious new experiments. So Samuel Carolina, who is one of our, I think she's based either in Switzerland or Spain. She moves around a bit. She's Argentinian. She's a glorious tree sister. And Pollyanna in Australia. They're going to be starting to host these things called Courageous Conversations on the Facebook page, interviewing members of the community who feel ready to bring their voices, because it's time for the experiment of Tree Sisters to move beyond the Tree Sisters team and out into the community. You know, if we're going to create a global movement, if this is going to grow to be everything that it needs to be, it requires all of us. It requires all of our voices, all of our ingenuity, all of our courage, all of our audacity, and the willingness to start to respond to the times that we live in, to really listen for what's rising in our hearts and what we're willing to do to start to restore and protect this world of ours that we all love so much. And for us, helping you bring your voices, you know, providing a platform where you can bring your gifts, share your thoughts, call to your friends, call to everybody. You know, this month I'm going to be calling to just about everybody I know to come in and start planting trees. We would usually be campaigning now. We would usually be saying, let's bring in the next 1,000,000 or 2,000,000 trees. But because our beloved website has been collapsing on us, instead we are doing a complete rebuild of the website and the donation system, which means we can't do the usual campaigning as usual. But we can quietly, with our friends and inside of the inner journey, we can start asking, we can start calling. And that calling to me it's a beautiful thing, because we're asking for people to understand the privilege of giving back in a world which has normalized taking all the time while we watch climate change going berserk. Now is the time. And it's a simple thing to do. To give back through giving trees, suck the carbon out of the atmosphere, all of us starting to cool, each one of us doing this, a drip, drip, drip of a new consciousness, a new orientation that can make a difference. It's glorious, so I hope you'll be joining us with that. I'm actually videoing from Rome. I'm about to do 3 different presentations at the Women's International Networking Conference here, one of which is wildly experimental, seeing whether or not we can work the map, the Tree Sisters map, in a room of sort of 500 people. We'll find out by the time you watch this. I will have discovered whether or not that works. And then also this month, Pioneers is happening in California. I'll be there teaching. If you can come, that would be amazing to be able to have you participate in something, again, inside of the map, which is it's a quantum shift tool. It's amazing when we all get to step inside and be one being together. And we'll also find out this month when and where, hopefully, we will be doing a Woman Fest, both in England again next year, but also in America. So that's fascinating. And towards the end of the month, we'll be putting out a round of calls for our next raft of volunteers to come in. So it's a lovely month for activity. It's a lovely month for getting more stuck in. And as we watch the weather go, let's just say, considerably more interesting, my prayer is that more and more and more of us actually feel the desire to take action, and that longing and that need to do something appropriate and glorious and courageous on behalf of life gets more than our fears. But if it isn't, then there is another offering that's coming, and the free call will be at the end of October for the course, The Courage to Shine, which I'll be offering through November as a 21-day of inner alchemy. It's an immersion course. We've never done this before. This is all the tools that I've crafted over years in terms of getting over myself, getting over fear, getting over insecurity, getting over all the things that prevent one from stepping up and having a go. It's going to be a powerful thing. And my hope is that we can try and get at least 1,000 women together, because I want to test out this "when 1,000 goddesses gather" myth of the Tibetans, that potentially there is a potency that can arise with that many women, where if we are in ceremony together, which we will be, if we are in conscious process together, which we will be, doing what I call the stain removal of the ancestrally held crap that holds us back, that maybe we can do considerably more stain removal collectively than we can do alone, and liberate our life force on behalf of life. So that's all coming this month, so stay tuned. Please get involved. Please bring your voice to Courageous Conversations, and let's see how many trees we can plant.